6 months ago, I started Road to $100,000 as a freshman, where I'm documenting the real process of trying to build wealth while also improving my habits, staying healthy, building relationships, and figuring out college life. Every week, I post 2 videos showing the progress, the setbacks, and the lessons I learn in real time. So follow along with the journey, and hopefully, you can take something away from it too. All right, episode 51. Here we go. So in the past few episodes, I've been kind of covering and going into depth of different realms or areas of this series and of my life, because I noticed that in all my episodes in the past, whenever I talk about stuff, I can't really go that into depth in them or explain really what's going on in these different areas of my life. So a lot of people are left confused about like the full story. And so I'm just making these videos so that I can give the full story, so that I can kind of have a playlist where I what is it called? Like link it or embed it in the top corner of videos when I need to, so that people can just click there for reference and get these explanations when necessary. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about kind of like gym, fitness, health, life kind of stuff. All right. And starting off with that, I just want to say that like in general, I think I'm a somewhat healthy person. I try to like be somewhat active, somewhat healthy, just because like I like my sweets, right? I like good food, but I can't overdo it. Otherwise, I feel terrible and I'm not able to do all the things I want to do, or at least not do them happily. So, I try, I feel like that I'm a pretty normal person when it comes to that stuff. Like, I try and eat decently healthy. And so, I also like take care of my skin too, all that kind of stuff. And in the past like year, or I've been going to the gym for a few years now, but I haven't been consistent with it for the past until like I got to college in the past year, because then I had a gym that I could go to. It was like right next to me. I could go all the time easily, and that's what made it easy for me to stay consistent, is when it was very accessible to get into the gym. Because a few years ago, I like signed up for Planet Fitness and I would go for like a few months on end, but then I'd stop. And I was also playing soccer at the time, so I guess I did stay active during that. Um, but I don't know, it never really clicked until this year when I really started hitting it like pretty much 5 days a week consistently. But although I've like gotten a little bit bigger, but I'm still pretty skinny. You guys can tell like I think I have an athletic build, I'd say. If I like, if I were to take my shirt off and see my physique, I actually showed it in the intro. I forgot it's in the intro, but you could see my physique there. It's like somewhat athletic, but it's quite skinny. So I'm trying to build that up a bit. And what I found over the past year is that it's actually way harder than I thought to actually build muscle. Okay. Like, I feel like people say that all the time, but you don't really know until you actually try and experience it and really try to build muscle, because it's hard. Like, I don't even know. I like barely gained any weight all year, even though I was really trying to. And so that's okay with me. Okay. I wasn't super dead set on building muscle. I just want to get a bit stronger, look decently, all that kind of stuff. I mean, maybe one day I will want to get a lot bigger, and I'll just have to like really track how many calories I'm eating and eat a ton and eat the right stuff and all that. And that could be fun. But for now, what I've been getting into and what I found I'm really passionate about isn't necessarily a gym, although I do really like going to the gym, but something that I really like doing are like calisthenics. I've been doing them almost my whole life. Like way back when I was a kid, I was doing like push-ups, pull-ups, and all that kind of stuff. And staying more consistent in the gym this year, I found out that it would be so cool if like not just having a ton of muscle, but being able to do really cool skills, like calisthenic skills, like handstand, push-ups, and like a front lever, if you guys know what that is, and like a planche, and be really just be able to move myself however I want to, and do like any movement that you like could possibly do with your body. Like, I just thought that'd be so cool, cooler than building a ton of muscle. So going into summer, going into this summer from the previous school year, was something I really wanted to try and do more of, was get a lot stronger in calisthenics and get a lot more skilled. Because the thing about calisthenics is you don't need to build a ton of muscles to be very strong at those movements. What you need to do is just train the skills and the progressions repeatedly for a long time. And you don't necessarily need to get really big muscles for that. You just need to like, I don't know how it works in calisthenics, but it's like your brain just activates muscles differently when you train them, when you train those movements for a very long time. And for those of you that are familiar with calisthenics, in the past like month since summer started, I've gotten quite a bit. So I went from like zero to learning how to handstand and getting stronger, trying to learn how to do handstand push-ups. I've also gotten a lot better at muscle ups. I could like kind of do one before, but since the summer started, I just got a lot stronger. Then it became a lot more natural. I've also been getting much better at like front lever progressions, which if you don't know what that is, it's pretty much like just holding onto a bar, like a pull-up bar, and then trying to hold yourself parallel to the ground. So this is the ground, and then like this is me. So I'm trying to hold myself. I can't really demonstrate it here, but parallel to the ground. And throughout the series, like as I get better at that, I'll definitely be showing myself doing that. And then I have been trying to like work on my strength for a planche, which if you don't know what that is, it kind of looks like a push up, but you're just like you're just holding yourself like this. You're just like just on the ground, like you're about to do a push up, but then your legs are raised in the air. It's kind of like that. Like you're just holding yourself up by your arms, but your whole body's in the air, parallel to the ground. It's kind of hard to explain. You just search it up. Um, so yeah, I've been just working on that and getting a lot stronger on those. And like I haven't actually gotten that much bigger. I don't know if I've gotten bigger at all from that, but I have definitely gotten stronger at those movements. Which is like, I don't know if it's mostly in the brain or the tendons or what's actually getting stronger, but I don't think it's my muscles actually getting bigger. So I don't know, but that's why I don't know. I just really like calisthenics. I think it's really fun to be able to just move yourself in any way you want. So that's what I've been working on recently, and I haven't gone to the gym in like the last month because I'm still young enough to get. I don't know if you guys know, but there's Planet Fitness gives you like free summer gym membership if you're like between certain ages. So I was just waiting until June 1st. That's when you're able to get it to actually just start going to the gym again. And then I'll start mixing gym and calisthenics. But in the past month, I've been mainly just doing calisthenics. But then I do like going to the gym, so I'll also like go with my friends and stuff like that. It's more social, so I can go. In the next like week, I'll probably go a couple times and mix that with calisthenics too. And then I'd say probably the last thing on top of all that is I just like to get outside like in the sun. I mean, I've been trying to like get tanner this summer. I don't know if you can tell any difference so far from my videos like a month or two ago, but I've been trying to get more tan and just get outside more. And also, something I do like to do to get active is just go to a field and I just do sprints. I think a lot of people after high school, they like never sprint again in their whole life and they completely lose the ability to move like that. So by sprinting a lot, I think it's just a really healthy thing to do and it keeps those muscles active and able to actually move like that and be explosive and strong. And dude, I feel like being able to sprint quickly and like not die of not being able to breathe because your lungs can't handle it. Like that's just a I think I just don't see how that would be a not beneficial thing to be able to do, right? So that's something it also makes me feel really good. Like whenever I get in the sun or I go for sprints, like that pretty much makes a day a good day no matter what. I mean, after that, I always feel more productive. I feel happier. I feel like I can attack the day so much better when just get outside. So I think that's something I also love doing, and I'm gonna try and do more of that this summer. Um, Aside from that, I feel like that's all I had to talk about in this video. I did notice that I did the past few videos, my views dropped off a bit, and I was checking like all these stats, seeing if it could be from anything, 'cause it was just so sudden. Like my videos were doing so well, and then boom, just nothing. Like the second I hit 1,000 subscribers. So I looked into it, and actually the first video that did poorly was like the day after I stopped posting YouTube Shorts. I thought I post on TikTok a lot, and I thought I used to post those, repost them on YouTube Shorts because it was just like free views, but I just thought it was kind of a waste because they got no views, no attention, nobody really cared about them. So I just thought they were a waste to post. But when I stopped posting them, my long form videos started doing a lot worse. So I don't know if that's correlated, but I'm going to start posting or reposting my TikToks on YouTube Shorts again to see if it does correlate to more views on long form YouTube videos, because that apparently like it appears it made a big difference, but I don't know if they're related yet. I guess we'll see. Yeah, other than that, I think that's all I have. So thank you guys for watching. I post every Sunday and Thursday, so please return for this series. Subscribe on Thursday, and yeah, I'll see you then. Peace.